Remember dick pics? I don't know if that's still a thing. It was hot for a while. And that is a wonderful example of how most men look at women. They think women are just like they are. Because they would love it if you would send them a picture of your pussy. But if they had any sense at all, they would stop for a minute and go, okay, how many sites are there on the internet where women go to look at men's dicks? Okay, there's none. And how many sites are there where men go to look at women's pussies? Okay, whoa, probably more than any other category of site on the whole web. And if they really thought about that, then they would realize that women are very, very, very different than men. They're not the same at all. But that, feminism and stuff like that is giving guys the idea that women are the same as they are. And then in the workplace, they'll interact with women, and women say, guys are just assholes. They treat you like shit, and that's how guys treat each other, but we don't care. It doesn't bother us, and we want to see pictures of pussies all the time. We're very, very different. And then when women, they want to be accepted as an equal, well, okay, then, you're accepted as an equal at work, and that means we're going to treat you like shit, and you got to deal with it and stand up to it and be a man. But you're not a man, and it's different, and we're very, very different. And we need men and women at work, but we need to realize that we're different. And we have different skills and different things that we're good at, and we need to start, thinking about the sex, and there is only male and female sexually, sex, and hermaphrodites, which is a mistake, but there's only male and female, and we got to decide, what nurses, teachers, that requires caring and love and concern. And I don't want a male nurse. I want a female nurse, because they do that with, wonder and breadth, and can make you feel. Men can't do that to me. They don't make me feel good. Men, if you're down in an inner city neighborhood fighting big ass crackheads who are just full of evil and hatred because they grew up just being abused, and that's who you have. You don't need a woman cop. You need two burly men cops. Women shouldn't be in that situation. They're not built for it. And so we've got to start looking at the fact that we're not the same. Are women just as intelligent as men? Well, we have all been, or a lot of us have been in calculus in high school and realized that the women make A's and do their math often in pen, and yeah, they're just as smart. In general, even though the calculus was easy for them, most of them didn't really care. They just do what they're supposed to do. Okay, that's what we're doing today, and they do it. But most of them aren't as interested in that. There's a very small number that really get hooked on it, but the other ones can do it. Yes, women and men are just as smart, but we're very, very, very different. And we need to talk about how we're different and how we can use our, specialties best.